Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Despite the Raiders losing to the Bears 25-24, Ashton Jeanty had his best game after bringing back his iconic Mike Myers stance. It seems his head coach Pete Carroll loved it. Since high school, Jeanty had stood straight up with his hands by his side in the backfield before the snap. However, during the Raiders offseason, the coaching staff demanded Jeanty switch to a traditional running back stance. Chip Kelly being the main advocate for Jeanty to change. It bent knee game. During his first 3 games, Jeanty struggled to get going. He averaged 3.1 yards a carry on 47 carries. Since changing back to that stance yesterday, he recorded 155 total yards, 138 of those on the ground, 3 touchdowns, 2 receiving, 1 rushing. After the game, Jeanty said, "That's how I naturally feel good standing in the backfield. So that's how I'm going to play." Ocho, we've heard a lot of players that's played under Chip Kelly in the NFL, like, hey, it's like his way. I'm trying to figure out what does that stance have to do with your coaching style? It's all about control with him. It's all about control with him.
Yeah.
That man's been standing like there. It's kind of like a quarterback, Ocho, that's taken, and Johnny talked about it, say he only took about 6 snaps his whole career prior to getting to the NFL under center. This man has been playing like this. You took him as a top 10 pick in the draft, and now you get him, and now you want to change everything about him. Why?
I mean, the whole point of you drafting as high is based on everything he does, not the production, but why change what makes him comfortable? That's like you drafting a receiver very high and trying to change him on how he stands, how he runs routes. Like, what are we doing? Coach him. That's it. Let him do what he does. He's not giving you any indication in which way he's going by standing straight up.
None.
That's what he like. That's his style.
And plus, Ocho, the man, Ocho, you put him in a conventional stand, how the hell he gonna see? You might as well put him in a down stance. He already 5'6". Hell, you put him in now he 5'2".
Yeah.
Let the man stand up so he can just scan the field. And I think he wears a shield, so it's not like you can see his eyes and see where he's going.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all about control with him, man. That stance wasn't bothering anybody.
Nobody at all. Just to have your imprint on something.
Oh, the coach, and like I said, Pete Carroll should have said, "Hey, Pete should have went to Chip and said, nah, Chip, we're gonna leave that stance just like it is."
Yeah. I'm glad he went back to doing what he liked. And it's funny, as soon as he goes back to doing what he liked, he has a game like he did, even though they did lose.
Right. But that's the look. If that's what's going to make him comfortable, Ocho, running out of that stance, most of the time, hey, coaches are very superstitious. If you need a special meal, if you need something, they make sure you have that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to make sure you have that. That stance, he rushed for over 2,000 yards, 2,500, 2,600 yards last year, and now all of a sudden he get there. How does that impact your play calling? Because he's standing up like that. Does it force you to call plays differently than you would if he's in a conventional stance? No. It's okay not to have. See, I don't fault him.
Right.
I fault Pete Carroll for allowing it. Because at the end of the day, he's the offensive coordinator. Pete Carroll is the head coach. And I've seen head coaches override offense and defensive coordinators when they did. No, let him do that. Because at the end of the day, I want you to play your absolute best. If standing up in that stance, it's like, Ocho, like you said, a receiver. Some coaches, if you're on one side, whatever side you're on, okay, I want your right. If you're on the right side, I want your right leg back. If you're on the left side, I want your left leg back. Man, leave me the F alone.
Yeah. It's so funny. I used to play with my stance, and I really love the fact that at times I was given the freedom to change things because they watch film.
Yes.
When that skinny, it's always the same place. If the ball's in the middle, you inside edge of the numbers. If the ball's on the left edge, you outside edge of the numbers. So I used to play with my splits a lot.
Well, you had to, yes.
So I would play with my splits a lot so people wouldn't know what I was doing because it's always on film. So I would just add stuff into the offense, but I would always end up in the same place at the right time. I got to be there.
Right. And that's what it comes down to. Hey, Sometimes you gotta run a slant.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up. You gotta run. You can't. Hey man, he tight.
Yeah.
Well, hell, they gonna know. Sometimes you gotta. Hey, man, I'm gonna have to bust it, but I can't keep lining up in this tight split and running this shallow, or I can't keep running this tight split and running this speed out because they're gonna pick up on that.
Right.
Like you said, they study film. They study your foot placement. They study your alignment. They study. Okay. He normally always have this foot back.
Yeah.
When he have this foot back, here come that bang.
Mm-hmm.
So now you put that foot back and you run the out because he gonna be looking to drive the bang. The same thing that we do when we see a linebacker and he switch his stance. Oh, you coming. You ain't finna drop in no coverage. Man, Sharpe, how you know? Don't worry about it. I'll tell you after the game. I ain't finna tell you now so you can change it up. But yeah, let the young man prosper. And if that's what's gonna help him be his absolute best, take off, son. Hey, you want to eat spaghetti for a pregame? Take off.
Yeah.
If you want to, I was a French toast, oatmeal guy. That's what I had, and a banana. That's what my pregame was. Now I ate pasta the night before the game, but some people like pasta and steak before the game. I don't like that, Ocho. That's too heavy.
Right.
That's too heavy. I need to be light. I need that stuff to be out of my system by the time I get to the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Chip Kelly was trying to do too much for that. That was totally unnecessary because now let the guy succeed. Ocho, Malik Neighbors tore his ACL on Sunday at MetLife Stadium, ending the season, joining a growing list of players who suffered major ACL and Achilles injuries in that stadium. Nick Bosa in 2020, Solomon Thomas in 2020, Jabril Peppers in 2021, Wan'Dale Robinson in 2022, Sterling Shepard in 2022, Kyle Fuller in 2022, Aaron Rodgers in 23, Malik Neighbors in 2025. This morning, NFLPA Interim Executive Director David White met with the Giants and raised concerns with the playing surface per Jonathan Jones. David White pre-planned visit to Giants today, according to the union sources, while he met with Giants players and John Mara and raised the issues surrounding MetLife Stadium's turf history. White also shared the union's best wishes to Mara with his recent cancer diagnosis announcement. More than 90% of the players have expressed a preference for natural grass in surveys and have continued to ask for it in light of stadiums installing grass for FIFA next year. Ocho, now you see Ocho. Yeah, you see what Ocho? What are they putting in all these stadiums that the World Cup is coming to? What are they putting in there, Ocho? Tell the people at home.
Yeah, listen, you know, especially an event of this magnitude, soccer's only played once you cross out the states. Is only played on grass, not just any grass. I'm talking about that beautiful, very Bermuda grass.
That may be looking like Augusta National, huh?
Unbelievable. So I understand the players' gripes, obviously about the turf, about the grass. I mean, they prefer and they much rather be playing on grass. I think for cold weather cities that don't have an enclosure.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Now that would be an issue. So I remember when playing the Steelers, having a messed up field for them.
Oh yeah.
Late November, late December, it was an advantage. It was an advantage to them having a bad field. So I mean, if
plus the thing is, you know, the biggest problem.
What?
NFL games aren't the only thing that's played in that stadium.
You tear your grass up.
You have college games, you have concerts. So when Beyonce comes, or you have motocross, and you have all these other things that's played in there, you need something that can stand up because it's hard to pay for a stadium when you just use it half the year.
Yeah.
So that stadium is getting used year round, especially obviously now, New York, you can't have, they're probably not having outdoor events, but let's just say for the sake of argument, like Jerry's World. See, Jerry figured it out. Guess what they have there, Ocho?
Everything.
College football playoffs.
Boxing.
He's trying to get the Oklahoma, Texas, the Red River rivalry. He's trying to get that there.
Yeah.
National championship games are being played. They're doing other things. They're having concerts. They're having boxing events. They're having other things. So that's how you make money, by having these venues. And it gets hard. Real grass is hard to care for.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's really hard to care for. I mean, it is literally. I mean, we used to have a real grass in Mile High with some synthetic sewn in, but man, Ross was on it. I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, he used to work at the Broncos facility. They took him, and he's in charge of that down there. He don't do the Bronco stuff. Man, they cutting that grass every day. They measuring the temperature. How much water? Okay, we gave it they cut the sprinklers on, Ocho, for 10 minutes as opposed to 15. They cut it. We cut it too low. It might burn. Oh, man, there's a science to that stuff.
Yeah.
But, look, at the end of the day, I think they'll sit down. I think they'll come to some kind of resolution that's like, okay, what is in the best interest? Because we're hurting the product. Guys are getting injured. You're going to have to convince. You're going to have to be able to show them, because, the NFL going to have their doctors and say, see, there isn't a rise. Ocho, Ocho, if you're trying to save money, I ain't trying to install grass and then have to install it every 3 weeks.
Basically, it's what you're going to have to do.
Because, I think Houston and the Cardinals have that rollout grass. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? They roll them pallets out. Yeah. And then when it's up, they roll them back up.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what comes of this. I don't know what's gonna come of this, but it just goes to show you that there is some concern from the PA standpoint, because these are some big names, Ocho. These ain't just willy-nilly players.
Right.
And we'll see. Like you said, I just believe that the owners like, man, look here. For the World Cup, to put us, in the influx of money that's going to be brought into the community.
Economy? Hey, you understand how big? Well, you
yeah, I do.
Yes.
Why you think everybody in America, everybody and their mama tried to bid on it?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Hell, I think Atlanta got something going on there, but the Mercedes-Benz don't.
Atlanta, Miami, LA, Mexico,
Kansas City,
Canada, Kansas City. God dog it. Somewhere it's a few more. It's a few more. I'm gonna be at all of them. I'm excited.
Oh, you going?
Remember I work with Fox.
Yeah.
Up in Qatar. I was out there for a whole month. So I'm doing the same thing again.
No.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
You can't wait for what?
World
so
Cup.
What you think? You think they're gonna switch the turf, or they're gonna leave it as is?
Probably leave it as is, because it's too much work. It's too much work on their end, and it's the kind of work that's going to cost more.
They're trying to cut costs.
My point exactly.
It's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out, because, like I said, look, they're studying it now. I don't know how much they studied because before this field turf, Ocho, you either had natural grass or you had artificial turf. Mm-hmm. There was no field turf, and then they like, this field turf. Okay, this field turf, it's more durable. You don't have to care for it like you do regular grass. Oh. It's durable, so you can play multiple events on it. Mm-hmm. You can have multiple things on it. Concerts. So you could have a concert. You could have a concert on Saturday night, and the thing will be on Friday night, and it'll be ready on Sunday.
You know what I liked about the turf, though?
What that?
Like that, it didn't matter if it was raining. It didn't matter if it was cold. It didn't matter if it was hot. It didn't matter if there was snow on the ground. I was still able to run full speed and stop on a dime, because it's not giving. It's not going nowhere. And I could feel every step.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Not that I have there's nothing wrong with grass, but I just like the fact that is obviously the shoes I wore, Unc, was like a track spike with no cushion, no sole, no nothing. It was just the shell of a shoe and a shoelace. So just being able to feel, to me, I feel it's much faster playing on that turf.
I like grass, but I like grass, Ocho, but you know what? I didn't slip because I was a heavy planter.
Oh,
and I
okay.
made sure, I always, a lot of times you start slipping when you start. I was like, bro, there's a reason why you only got 4 spikes in the back and you got 7, 8 in the front. So put your damn weight on the front of on the ball of your feet, not on your heels. That's why you slipping. Like, that should be common sense, dumb.
Yeah. Hey, and another reason I like it is I was so unorthodox in some of the stuff I did. I could be running the out route. The out route, your out route is on your 7-step, right?
Yeah.
7-step with your outside foot.
Mm-hmm.
The out route and take an extra step because I can get the 12 so fast and run an out route off my left foot.
Let me ask you a question. Did y'all 10 roll to 12 or you 12 roll to 14?
I'd always go from, you're supposed to roll from 10 to 12.
Yeah.
I would get to 12 because, I could plant that one foot and just flip right away.
You planting on your inside foot?
No, I my right foot. Yeah. Listen, I'm talking about one.
Well, you plan on your right foot if you're on the left side. You plan on your left foot if you're on the right side.
Exactly. Yeah. But I could do it in one motion because if you got a good DB, I'm talking about a really good DB that says, you know what? I'm not moving. I'm not finna sit. I'm gonna read the quarterback the first 3 steps and then get my eyes back on you. And that roll, if you rolling from 10 to 12, he driving. And if the ball ain't perfect, it's going the other way. So I'm not gonna give you no chance. I'm getting to 12, and I'm gonna make sure you getting up out of there.
Are you going right down the middle, or are you trying to pick a shoulder?
No, I'm staying right down the middle.
Yep.
Because if I weave, a good dude is just gonna weave right with you.
Mm-hmm.
He's just gonna reset everything. So I don't want to give you no indication. I'm gonna stay in a straight line, get you to open. If you open, boom, I'm snapping off, and
right.
You gonna play ball.
All right, without me, you got to get him out that back pedal. Cause look, now they'll call it. If you run into the guy now, if he's standing there and don't want to move, you run into him, they're gonna call it now.
Right.
Whereas before they wouldn't call that because he's entitled to that ground also.
Yep, sure is.
He's entitled to that spot, and but I'm trying to get him to open up also.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him to open, but for the most part, the last thing they want to do, they don't want you to step on their toes.
Oh.
They don't want you to step on their toes because they know if you step on their toes, it's over for the 9 ball.
It's a wrap.
It's over for the 9 ball. Hey, and the last thing you want to do is, Ocho, you got to be, you coming at it like you did. I'm like, oh, here coming this 9 ball. Look at it running. Hey, I know. I ain't going deep. I was playing. My bad. I ain't mean to dig that hard to get you to open up, but I had to get you out of that back pedal. I had to make you move because if he doesn't move, Ocho, he gonna drive that.
Driving on you.
Well, he's driving that, and especially it all depends on how tight you are, because he knows if you tight the out, you want some space to run the out, huh?